Hello, I'm back. This time it's with a investigation of things that didn't quite work out as I planned them to. This is the investigation, episode 25, of my EatArt invitation. Now, basically, it started out as a simple endeavor. I was a silkscreener back in the college, and I got a job, and they wanted me to make a edible invitation because they were putting on an edible artwork show. So they went through the whole thing, and they wanted to make it completely edible. So they came to me, and here's the show. An invitation to participate in EatArt, and on and on and on, put on by Experiments in Art and Technology. It seemed simple enough, make an edible artwork. So I was trying to think, I'm a silkscreener, so how do I make something that's totally edible? And what I came up with is screening. I was working with, basically, this is sort of what it was going to turn into. This was the cover that was printed, and if you look very closely up at the top here, right here, this is a tortilla. So the idea was to take a tortilla, but that was one of the edible parts. It was the base of the invitation, and what can I print through a silkscreen on top of that and also have it be edible? So I was playing around with making sort of a sugar frosting, and the sugar just wouldn't go through the screen. So what I decided was chocolate syrup worked really well because it was liquid enough, it didn't dry out, and it was dark enough so that it actually make the letters show up. So, and then, any mistakes that you made and cleaning up the screen afterward, you just clean it up with milk. Cool. Anyway, that's the concept. What actually turned out was it was working okay. I got the printing done. It was a little bit of experimenting, and the letters came out crisp and clean. It was just a text on the tortilla. It said EatArt, very simple, so it would, none of the really, really fine print. And so when I got done, I took it to, this was in Los Angeles in the summer. It was kind of a warm summer. So I printed it all. I had this big stack I pre-printed the sleeve on regular chipboard and with regular screen ink, so you could read all the text and everything. And then I had a nice little plastic pocket, and I inserted the printed tortilla in between the sleeves. Often it was too big and it stuck out a little bit with that little corner, but when I put it little heat sealed in there, it was fine. So then the journey started. I took it off to the post office, and we were sending to all of the Whitney, the Museum of Modern Art, really heavy-duty recipients for the invitation. Not that they were going to submit anything, but we wanted to make them aware of the show. So everything went fine. The show went off without a hitch. It was just great. But about a week after the show had already gone on, I got a strange phone call from, I think it was the Whitney, and they said, we just got an invitation. Somehow you were referred to as the person who was handling the invitations, and is this for real? And I was going, well, what do you mean? Yeah, it's an invitation for an edible artwork show, da-da-da-da-da. And they said, well, here's the situation. And they showed me a picture of the invitation. They had not opened it up because it had this green growth on the inside. It expanded the bubble wrap, the paper that it was in, to about, an inch and a half, and it looked interesting. What had happened was the post office had, because of it sticking out a little bit of beyond the being square, they sort of sat on it in the LA post office for about a week and a half to decide how to deal with the postage or mailing or whatever they did. So they sent it out after cooking in the Los Angeles post office back storage area for a week and a half out to New York. And being organic, it decided to take on a life of its own. And it did. So that was number 25. And there you go. Thank you very much.